Lee, I think already probably is a go-go. That's a face only his wife's seen. Shall we get my first guest of the series out, ladies and gentlemen? Yeah! I think we probably should. He's been sitting still for a few minutes and I think he's about to blow. Will you please welcome Mr. Lee Evans? Got in some good shapes there.
How you doing?
Mr. Lee Evans. Good to see you, Lee.
Thank you.
How was your New Year? How was your Christmas with the family?
Oh, I hate Christmas. I mean, I can't stand Christmas. My wife spends the whole Christmas period on the lead up to Christmas. Yeah. She wants to bring all the outside in the house. So she comes under the tree, because it's Christmassy. And she got mistletoe and then the Yuletide log, you know. I said to her, I might as well go and sit out in the garden, there's more room. All this foliage, I thought Ant and Dec was going to come out and ask me to do a trial, you know.
Now, I noticed on the tour, Lee just did a huge, enormous tour. We're going to talk about the scale of this in a minute. Yeah. But I noticed it was called Bigger, and some of the material you do now, more and more, it seems to be about your home life. It seems to be about your wife and your daughter. Yeah,
well, you know, I mean, and they don't mind. I mean, my wife...
Do you run it past them first?
No, I can't do any comedy in front of my wife. She goes like that. I don't do it in front of the family. No, but because that's how I live my life. I can only write what I see and feel, you know. So I unfortunately, things get me about my wife and stuff, you know. Like tonight, I was going to bring her tonight, but she took so long doing her hair and makeup and all that I came on my own. I said, I'm not waiting. And
was she? What did she say when you say that to her? Because that's what most women take a little bit longer.
She's like, I mean, she exfoliates and puts a coat of matte on, and then. Yeah. But if I asked her to help me paint a door, I'd be like, no, that's your job, you know.
Let me ask you about this tour. This tour was called Big. I don't know, did anyone here see Lee on this big tour? Okay. Well, there's 2 or 3.
Oh,
yeah.
Thanks.
But it was...
Thank you so much for coming. Because it was so nervous.
But how many people did you perform in front of through the... It was a record-breaking tour, wasn't it?
Well, you see, I just turn up. I've got these sheets of paper, and it's sort of... I get in touch with the promoter, and he does it, you know, and it's so scary. I mean, before the show, I'm doing, like, bowel exercises. It's the scariest thing, you know? I mean, it really is, and it's like... and we was playing, like, ice rinks.
Yeah. Well, you played, I believe, at the O2 Centre, you played to 18,000 people, one gig.
Yeah, that's all family.
That's unbelievable.
But no, I mean, we was playing these ice rinks, right? Because you can play ice rinks, like 10, 20,000 people. Yeah. And it's really weird, because the ice, people are sat on the ice watching the show, you know. And the ice, because it's cold, the cold air starts to rise in the middle of the gig. It meets the hot air from the lights. Then you start to get a big cloud over your audience. People just looking for... I mean, it's like doing a gig in heaven. It's really weird. I'm the ugly... you sat me next to Tom Cruise. That was nice. Thanks very much.
Alarmingly, he seems to be getting better looking as he gets older.
He's a good-looking man. Yeah, he's a nice fella. He's a good-looking man. I've met him before, actually. He come to see us in the West End, and he was such a nice bloke. He came backstage, and he walked straight in my dressing room. I've just done 2.5 hours on stage. He walked straight up to my wife and hugged her and went, hey, how you know? You know. Nice. And she hasn't washed since. She hasn't. I mean, she always comments about it. She can't believe I'm here, sat on here. I'm very nervous, sat next to him. He's good.
So, you are...
Yes, you were changing now, yes.
Yeah, well, I've seen you on stage. You're a very talented actor.
Yeah, right, yeah.
No, you are.
Yeah.
I think you genuinely, you know how to do it. Yeah. And yet you seem... I know you get offered a lot more work than you take on. I know you get offered quite a lot of Hollywood movies.
I get offered a lot of wacky comedies.
Okay. And why don't you do them?
Because I like something slightly bit more real, you know, and they go, hey, it's a wacky comedy, you should do this, you know. So I sort of get quite a few of those. I mean, I lived in Los Angeles for 2 years. Sort of writing at NBC and stuff like that. And I just didn't get on with it there at all.
You didn't like the country? You didn't like the way the business works there? What was it?
I didn't understand it. I was quite young, you know. The second day I was down there, I had a fight. There's a hotel called the Sunset Marquee.
Yeah,
I had no money, and then I suddenly got this film called Mouse Hunt, and then they put us in this hotel. I sort of went up in the world. It was amazing. But I had a fight the second day I was there, because my mate knows Julian Lennon, right? And he said, oh, Julian's coming over tonight, we'll have a drink in the bar. And I said, yeah. So I came downstairs afterwards in the bar, and I'm standing there holding a bottle of beer, and which I don't drink anyway, so I'm standing there holding a bottle of beer, and this huge geezer come up to me and went, OK, sir, give me your beer and get the hell out. And I went, no, mate, no, mate. And he went, get the hell out, and he snatched me beer. And I lunged at him like that. got him round the throat, he got me round the throat, and we went through these double doors and we're scrapping on the garden like that. Julian comes out, he goes, you know, what are you doing? What's going on here, like, you know? So he thought I was a mad, nutty fan, a psycho.
Yeah, yeah. Lee,
stalking Julian.
I've got to ask one thing I'm very excited about, and I'm easily excited these days anyway. I'm just excited being out, but I'm very excited. I'm very excited about the news, and this is an exclusive, that Lee is about to be in one of, if not the most best-loved TV show on British TV at the moment, Doctor Who. Lee's going to be in the new series of Doctor Who. He's not the new Doctor, obviously we know that. That's the good-looking young bloke with the big chin. Have you met him yet? Have you seen who the guy is?
He's round our house.
He
just appeared.
There he is.
Matt Vinyl.
There's quite a lot of work's gone into that hair as well, hasn't he?
Yeah.
Reminds me of that band, The Flock of Seagulls. Do you remember them in the 80s? It's like a modern version of that. What are you going to be in the show?
I'm a professor.
Wow.
I know. Look at me.
Well, they'll give you glasses and makeup.
I'll do something with makeup. But I'm actually really looking forward to it. My daughter's very excited because she absolutely loves the show.
Because how old is she now?
I don't get that phone box, though, because you never see them cards with the numbers on in there, do you? And it always lands somewhere where there's no people. It never lands on the middle of the road or on top of someone, does it?
Well, that would be the Wizard of Oz if it landed on someone, wouldn't it?
Of course.
How old is your daughter? She loves the show, you said?
24. No, she's 15.
Oh, that's the perfect age.
No, it ain't. No, it's a nightmare.
You don't like that?
No, the whole holiday she's doing all that teenager stuff, you know?
Yeah.
No, you know when teenagers get to that age and they only answer one word and it's emphasised? Yeah. No. Do you want to go down the beach? No. I hate it. I saw that teenager stuff, and she's bringing boyfriends into the house. You know, that's the difference between having like a son and a daughter.
Yeah.
You know, if you've got a daughter, it's like where you going, what you're doing. You know, if you've got a son, it's like, go on, give her one from me.
It's a very traditional household, obviously. OK, Lee, great to see you. Thank you so much for coming on this
Thank you
show.
for having me.
I'm really excited about you being on Doctor Who. I know it's not going to be every week. You're not a regular character.
No, I'm just going in. They asked me to do it the other day, and I said, oh, yeah, I'd love to. I'd love to go in. It's a great show.
Well, it's an honour, isn't it, to be honest with you?
Yeah.
Lovely to have you. Ladies and gentlemen, I think you'll agree, one of the funniest men in the country, but also what a charming fella to have around, Mr. Lee Evans.
Thank you very much.
Great guy, Lee. Thank you.
Cheers, mate.
I'll see you later.